Okay, you all, I am live. It's my second live stream today. So I just went outside to sweat some of this cold out of me. Feel a little good, but fatigue. But at any rate, I'm sitting at my laptop and I'm going to be honest with you all. I was looking at some silver. You know, anything about me, I have been investing in silver. And sometimes I just collect silver that symbolizes something, right? So I'm looking at some silver, decided to go on my, um, my daily news, and I'm seeing some things. I want to bring it to you real quick. So come in, hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. If you are watching on YouTube, YouTube loves that algorithm. Facebook, come in, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what city and state that you are tuning in from. I like to know what parts of the world that people tune in from. Because if you are outside of the United States and you want to invest in God's money, physical money, tangible money that's going to be used to reset this currency system, by all means, visit my website, queenofcoinsilver.com. If you're in the United States, you can visit it as well. But sometimes I don't have cash flowing opportunities for people outside of the United States. So there are an opportunity for people outside the United States to build wealth. But I do, let me fix my shirt, whatever way. My shirt says to stay true. So I do now go to queenofcoinsilver.com. Also, if you would like to earn an extra three to $400 per month of extra cash flow, now that's just minimum. That's just minimum if you like to increase your tax refund. If you are a six-figure income earner and you're always paying back in taxes. If you are a small business owner and you're always paying back in taxes, or if you're just an employee, these are strategies and ways that can increase your tax refunds at minimum, from $3,500 to $4,000 a month. If you are receiving child tax credit and you know that their tax refund is greatly lowered, these are definitely some strategies. By texting cash flow on the stream, if you would like to add an additional, at minimum $300 to $400 a month, you get instant money, people. If you have a job, if you have a W-4 out of your paycheck, and if you're a small business owner, this greatly reduces your taxable income, right? It gives you, shift your money back into your household by reducing your withholding, adding over 470 tax deductions, and increasing your take home pay, hundreds of dollars every month. And this starts immediately. I'm not talking about, whew, I tell you, when you've been in the sun, that water tastes so good. I'm not talking about waiting 30 and 60 and 90 days in this environment that we are in. You definitely need an immediate increase. This can be a 24-hour turnaround for you if you are or you have a job. Hello, is that Hayes Rondo Hayes checking in from Florida? Again, you all, let me know what city and state you are tuning in from. So hit that thumbs up. Do me a favor, do that as well. Let's get right into the topic. With the U.S. dollar nearly equal to the euro, impact is being fed. I saw this on this article. People, the dollar is crashing, and real assets are rising to the occasion. Some of them are new, like cryptocurrency, but real assets are rising to the occasion during this time. So let's look at this article. With the US dollar nearly equal to the euro, someone told me the dollar will always be the reserve currency. It would never crash, right? That it would never crash, but releasing 5 hours ago, the US dollar has been, and look what's surrounded by gold coins and with the silver tracing. The threats to hurt American companies because their goods can become more expensive for foreign buyers. So this is where we have the tariff act that was passed under the Trump administration, higher tariffs. Also now is coming back to haunt us in a sense. But the United States exports, if may weaken as a result, and are already slowing United States economy, right? And are already slowing United States economy because the U.S. dollar is nearly the value of the euro for the first time, people, in 20 years. And so, if our exports were to weaken, that means we now more than ever, although we're already heavily relying upon China, is relying on China more than ever. But according to this article, there is a positive side. A stronger buck will provide modest relief from the runaway of inflation because the vast um, array of goods that are imported to the United States, from the cars and the computers to toys and medical equipment, will become least expensive. So the goods that are imported into the United States will be least expensive. But people, the question is, will people have the money as the Fed meets next week? Will they have the money to be able to afford cars, right? Will they have the money? And this is why I'm helping you all to earn an extra at minimum. If you have a W-2 job, you can increase it up to $300 to $600 a month. Because now when you text cash flow to the screen, you will qualify, people. You will qualify for enough new tax savings that your take-home pay from your W-2 job can increase up to $300 to $600 more. So the average wage earner employee begins to operate, when they begin to operate this part-time business on the side, you qualify for these new tax savings. You all come in, I'm showing 152 people in. I'm not sure how many thumbs up, but let me know. I got South Carolina, North Carolina, both back-to-backs in, and Florida. Let me know whether you are watching this live or on the replay. And so, people, with this being said, right, this is a strategy to increase your cash flow within 24 hours. Increase your take-home pay. If you're a small business owner, definitely if you're a six-figure income earner. I'm going to show you why. For a minute, just give me a second, six-figure income earners. I'm going to tell you why you need to test cash flow right now and be serious when you send that text message, when you send that keyword. So, a strengthened dollar also delivers bargains to American tourists, sightseeing in Europe, Amsterdam, and Athens. I don't know how many people will want to travel at that time, but the U.S. dollar index, which measures the value of the American money against the six major foreign countries, have jumped nearly 12% this year to a two-decade high. So the euro is now worth just under $1.02. So the dollar is climbing mainly because the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates more aggressively. People, remember, it's a meeting next week, July 13th. The Fed, right, is meeting, and the impact of being felt by the dollar surging, but it's really crashing really at the same time as far as its value in foreign countries. And so, with our exports being at risk of being weakened, we heavily are going to rely on these imports more than ever. And China has announced that Beijing, one of its largest city, is now going back on lockdown. So the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates more aggressively, and expects some more basis points to rise next week, which means it's going to be more expensive for particularly the middle class to borrow money. Um, they're trying to cool the hottest inflation in 4 decades. The Fed's rate hikes cause yields on the U.S. Treasury to rise, which attracts investors seeking richer yields that they can get elsewhere in the world. They increase demand for the dollar-denominated securities, which is boosting the dollar value. But I'm telling you, it's not boosting its value here. It's also going to cause the threat of companies and goods to be more expensive for foreign buyers. So this is going to hurt American companies, people. This is going to weaken the United States exports. And we're already having a slowing economy. So let's look at crypto real quick. And let's see, Birmingham, Alabama. Hey, I think this is your second live stream rocking with me today. Thank you so much. I am giving the game plan, the six-figure playbook, to help the middle class, whether you're upper middle class, whether you're poor working middle class, or you middle class, right? Help you out to shift to become millionaires and multimillionaires. Right now, that playbook is to increase your cash flow, improve your credit scores, getting coins. I prefer silver for the middle class. Silver is for queens. Gold is for kings. Gold is hoarded. Silver is both industrial and monetary use. Silver is used for everyday purchases. And silver will outperform gold. Gold is more of a hoarded. That's just like Bitcoin. You wouldn't want to do like the man did years ago and sell your Bitcoin for a pizza. You wouldn't want to sell gold into a marketplace for food, for nothing, unless you are at the point of starvation. Because that's just how valuable it is. So gold and Bitcoin is for hoarding, right? Then you have the silver of the Bitcoin, the number two, which is Ether, which is going to be the brain of the global economy. The smart contracts, if you understand contractual agreements when you have life insurance policies, right? That's all it is a contractual agreement. That policy is backed by a contractual agreement. Ether will have the global contracts of the world backing it, which is, I think, in the long term, a bigger asset than Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin's main function right now is that it's decentralized, which means it's just free from a third party control, like the government. You don't need a third party. For example, if you went to the bank to borrow money, they would have to check with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. That's third party. There's no third party in BTC, right? It's decentralized and it's peer to peer. But this is hoarded and accumulated. It's not for selling in the marketplace. Right? And so with that being said, people, let's go into the Democrats. They're proposing of raising taxes on high income earners. This is why I'm telling high income earners, text that number on the screen. Text cash flow. You need these 470 plus tax deductions. So Democrats are proposing to raise taxes on high income earners. The Senate Democrats want to raise taxes on some high income earners, use that money to extend the solvency of Medicare. The latest step in the party's election attempt to craft a scaled back version of the economic package that collapsed last year. And so, they're planning to boost Social Security payments people by $2,400 per recipient annually. They're saying beneficiaries this month. Let me just play this for you so you can hear it for yourself. How about that? And then that'll help me get some water with this cold. You can, I'm gonna let you hear it for yourself. Okay, so my small business owner, we know what the rules are. The more money you make, my six-figure income earners, the more the government take. So you can claim additional refunds on tax return than what you have in your traditional business. You can get dozens of non-deductible current expenses and two fully tax deductible business expenses. People, I'm telling you, you do not have that with the LLC, a S corp, or a C corp. You only get that through the government and a home-based business. So again, you do three steps. If you're an employee, I'm not leaving you out. You do three steps that could reduce your withholdings and increase your take-home pay by hundreds um, of dollars every month, starting immediately within 24 hours. So under this bill, the payroll tax will kick in again for people earning above 250,000. On top of the 7% of earners will see taxes go up. Only the top 7% will see taxes go up, right? Payroll tax in some faction will be viewed in a way to guarantee for Social Security. We know that Social Security and Medicare is broke. We know that. But the government is going to get the money some way. And again, the more money you take, the more money you make. And if you're saying, well, I'm not a 250K income earner, your taxation is inflation. Your taxation is inflation. That's a tax. It's your cost of living. And people, let's think about it this way, right? If you on average earn about $30,000 a year, and inflation they reported is about 9%. So we're just going to go with those round numbers of 10%. 30,000 a year, that's $3,000 increase, right? That happened in 1 month, by the way, in May, 8.6%. But I'm just going to give you 10% on the year, even though it happened in 1 month. Inflation increased in May by just that much. So that means if your pay, your whatever your take home pay was, if it's 5,000 a month, you do that by nine. 5 times 9 is 45. Your increase monthly should be at least $450 a month, starting from May. If you had the same cash flow starting from May, you're not playing the Queen's game, and we're supposed to play Queen. The name of my channel is Queen Millionaire Moves. We're supposed to be playing chess over here, not checkers, because the government is playing poker. If your income since the announcement of inflation increased in May is 8.9%, if your what your take home pay is $5,000, for example, and at 9%, if you haven't increased that by $450 a month, you're playing checkers and bingo, and the government is playing poker. I'm at least trying to teach you how to play chess. And I'm not talking about getting a second job, because usually with the hours that you put in for a second job, it does not financially put you in a better situation. I've had people come tell me that they had to quit their second jobs because they resulted in them owing in taxes. So a second job is never the second answer. And then you get a higher tax bill at the end of the year. So let me help you double the money that you're already bringing in, already making. Now, I had this debate on my Facebook page. So Facebook, you'll be happy to see this. I told people that I had a conversation with a worker from Wall Street that was an insider yesterday, that told me that we're going to see inflation next month. She said, save everything that you have and only have your cash into assets. She said, any extra spending that you're doing or that you did, from eating out to just having a self-care weekend, from having retail therapy, she said, stop it and continue to stock up on silver or crypto. But she said, keep your cash stacking as well. So now, oh, I shared the wrong page. Give me a second. I get on the rent next. I want to share that Wells Fargo said a recession is already here. So people who commented on my Facebook said, we're already in a recession. I'm like, no, I just left Essence Festival, right? Thousands and thousands of people. Every time I go to the grocery store or the gas pump or the gas station, the lines are full. That's not recession. We haven't even begun to see the foreclosures and evictions like we saw in 2008. That's not recession. When the student loan repayments go into act, when you're seeing people that's calling in from their jobs, taking the personal days because they don't have money for gas, when you see the grocery store lines short, when you don't see much people eating out in restaurants, when you don't see people having cookouts and buying ribs and steaks and hamburgers, etc., for the 4th of July weekend, then we're in a recession. But that was my humble opinion. According to Wells Fargo, United States recession is already here. So if you're listening to this on Facebook and you made a comment that we was already in a recession, you can go ahead and say, well, Queen, we're going to listen to Wells Fargo. But I do want you to know That, for some reason, that pumped Wells Fargo um, stock by just a little bit. So there's no need to fret about the timing of the United States recession anymore, says Wells Fargo Investment Institute, because we're already in one. Shoppers inside grocery store in San Francisco Monday, U.S. inflation adjusted consumer spending in March. Uh, Intense price pressures indicating households still have solid appetites and the wherewithal for shopping. This is what I was talking about. But see, when your grocery store start looking at like this, now this is in San Fran, at least it stopped. But when you see the aisles are lighter and lighter, right? So, but Wells Fargo says that the United States is entering recession for the second half of the year. In other words, amid inflation that's faster and more broad-based than expected, weakening consumer sentiment in corporations and blah, 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 flagging a shift in spending. See, this is where it has to be a decrease in spending. Only essential items. Not people taking vacations to Florida, California, Hawaii, Miami, Mexico, right? That still happened this weekend. People purchasing overpriced fireworks. But there are some people who's going to spend money frivolously no matter what, as long as they have just a little bit, because they're not accustomed to investing their money anyway. All they know how to do is spend. And when you spend, it has the word "in" on it for a reason. My mentor said this. He said, you cannot have a fixed income in a country that's full of variables. Let me say that again, because some people would tell me, I'm on a fixed income, Queen. Can the cash flow strategies help me? I'm like, well, how's your credit score? Do you pay bills to help you reduce your bills? And would you like to earn passive residual guaranteed income from? Do you want to be on a fixed income? Do you want to increase your cash flow? See, you cannot have a set income, people, when prices are uncontrollable. That's what my mentor said. You can't have a fixed income in a country that's full of variables. You can't have set income. Your income is set, but inflation is not. It's getting higher and higher. And some people tell me, well, I'm waiting on the home-based business to have another sale. Listen, it's only $50 more than the discount they were giving you. You're going to wait to get 2 or 3 cycles of paychecks and miss maybe $300 to $600 for $50? Come on, people. I mean, really? As my little niece used to say when she was younger, really? Really? That's your mindset in a recession. Well, let me see if it's going to have another special. You're missing money out your paycheck. You're missing thousands in taxes. You can use $300 to $600 as your cash flow, and you're allowing $50 to stop that. Or you can share the programs with your friends and family that can use it, and get residual passive income from doing. See, what I just told you wasn't even the sharing part. We got rent that's increasing by 45%. And I have people that's telling me they're waiting on another special to join the business. Really? $50 when your gas has doubled that. And I'm helping you recoup those expenses. Really, you're waiting on a discount. People, let me tell you something. There's no discount on prosperity. There's no discount on wealth. You must pay the full price. You must give the full investment. And guess what? Even the investment is a tax write-off. So that is a discount. The 149 is a discount. As in Tampa, Florida, I shared a story earlier. A young lady said that her rent went from 1,800 all the way to like $2,600. That she's got to find a way by next month in a couple of weeks to pay an extra $800 in rent, and this is out of Tampa, Florida. So now the median rent reaches $1,849. Ways for renters to cope with higher rental costs. The everyday cost of living is increasing throughout the country, including housing costs. Uh, if you're seeing the higher rental prices advertised in your area or have had your rent increase recently, you're not alone. Realtors May report found that the median rent in the United States, the top 50 U.S. metro areas, has increased to $1,849 in May, 15.5% higher than last year, this in May of last year. Higher rental prices will affect your wallet. And I have some people that say, do you think the home-based business will give you another special? Look, I just did my hair in the kind of way it's hot. Like, really? Wait, what you want it for $99? What's really? Within 24 hours, you increase your paycheck. Okay? Well, wait on it. That is really a recession price. Because the regular price this time last year for the home-based business was $228. So you are getting a discount on it. Really. This time last year, the investment would have been $228. So Shiba Inu is up 4% today, XRP up 2%, Bitcoin 5.45%, Chronos 3.47%, Doge up 2%. Elon Musk is now accepting Doge in Vegas as payment. Ether up almost 4% on the day. ADA 2.53%, VeChain 2.35%, Polkadot 4.19%, Solana up 4.5% on today. So everyone wants to know, will Shiba Inu bounce back from its new highs? I don't know, but let's hope so, right? It had some resistance a couple of months ago, and let's just hope all of these cryptos. I don't think it's going to reach their all-time high, right? But if Bitcoin can get back to 28,000 before the end of the year, that's definitely a plus. So that's the economic news that I have for you today. People, also secure your cryptocurrency. Secure your cryptocurrency. You're going to see things like this about rolling over your, let me see, can I share this? Rolling over your 401k into physical gold. No, I can't pull it up. By safeguarding your 401k into physical gold, I do invite you all to check out my website, Queen of Coins Silver, because gold and silver is much, much easier to keep in a vault than it is to keep cash in your house. However, again, for the middle class, just like Bitcoin is at 21,000 a day, it is just too overpriced for the average middle class person, because we have middle class people right now living paycheck to paycheck. 100K people, 100K income earners out of California, that's homeless right now, right? And so this is the middle class millionaire wealth plan. Stack silver to get gold. What I mean by it's gonna be so much silver that is going to get you the returns or better returns than gold. So check that out. See why financial experts from JP Morgan says gold is money. Everything else is credit. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the most famous book, financial education book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, says silver is the biggest opportunity I have ever seen. And Ron Paul says there's one thing investors should buy right now. It's silver. If you need the cash flow, however, it takes positive cash flow to invest. Let me reiterate that. You cannot or should not be investing in anything if you're cash flow neutral or you're cash flow negative people. So let's get your recurring expenses down. Let's get your cash flow up. See, income is different than cash flow. Income is measured in dollars. Income is acquired from your active work. You trade a whole lot of time for a little bit of money. And let me show you this last 5 minutes recap, texting cash flow to the screen, what that looks like. I'm going to do a 5 minute countdown on this. Instant pay raise. What you do if you're an employee, you have a W-2 job, you can increase up to $300 to $600 more per month for your take-home pay because now you qualify for new tax savings. You go here. This is how the instant pay raise work. You upload your documents, which is your last 2 check stubs. Your spouse can be included. My greatest testimony was is a married couple that joined the business, $1,400 extra added into their household, right? If you can add $1,400 extra to your, or if you can use that, I'm not saying that can be you, right? But that was for a married couple. That was for a married couple. This is how much, $1,400. I want you to hashtag 1,400. If you're single, head of household, those numbers will vary. So you upload your last 2 check stubs. Your spouse can be included. You upload those documents. And then what you do also is you allow 24 hours. It's just 24 hours. The experts will review and provide you a corrected W-4. You'll also need your recent tax return as well. So those 3 items. Save it in PDF. Simply upload the documents. Check back within 24 hours. If it's the weekend, like Friday, give it to Monday or Tuesday. Or Tuesday more because Monday will start the 24-hour clock. Your corrected W-4 will be ready for you to provide to your employee. This is called the instant pay raise strategy, right? Now, you may be, also has a debt elimination date. Someone asked me about a business opportunity today, for example, and they said, we have health products. I said, okay, what type of health products do you have? They said, weight loss. I said, listen, I'm not trying to help people lose excessive weight or dead weight. I help people get rid of dead debt, right? The president said we're going to have a food famine. Our supply chain, may be limited. People are going to lose weight by product. I'm not trying to help people lose weight in a recession. Now, if it was a beauty product like Madam C.J. Walker did to make her a multimillionaire, that may be different, but I'm not looking for a weight loss product. And I'm really not looking for a beauty product at this time because, during Madam C.J. Walker time, they didn't have this stuff we have today called weave people. So women, when your hair will fall out, they didn't have crochets, right? They didn't have many natural styles and beauticians and, all the products that we have today for healthier hair. So they worked on Madam C.J. Walker's time, but now people going through depressions, they can just keep their weave up. They can last them for a month or 2 days, right? So I'm not looking for any diet or weight loss products. I'm not even concerned about that. I'm not looking for this juice that only 3 people can get from the Himalayas mountain, as my mentor says. Only 3 people can go get from the Himalayas mountain. They can grow you an extra leg or can grow back your back. No, I'm not looking for that. I don't want any of your you know what? I don't not even diet program. Not looking for that. The word diet has the word diet in it for a reason. DIE. Looking for ways to get people out of bad debt that's weighting them down. So you get your debt freedom day. What you simply do is provide you with a detailed monthly plan of action, right? Have the vision, write the vision, make it plain. If it's not written, it's not real. If it's not a vision in front of you, just like a vision board, you will not carry it out. You click get started. On the 28th of every month, you start living a debt-free lifestyle now rather than later. I always tell people debt and credit are different. 2 Kings chapter 4 gave you an example of a widow woman when her husband died that was in bad debt. She leveraged credit. Debt is anything that takes money out of your pockets. Credit's put it in your pockets, right? So also lower your bills, your cable, satellite, cell phone, security, internet, utilities, and insurance, a whole lot more. Any aspect that you spend, that you can save, spend, and grow money on, this cash flow covers it. Also, credit restoration. 80% of Americans have less than perfect credit. This is costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars in interest, people. Your down payments is more, your insurance payments are overpaid on your vehicles. So you get started here, initial consultation, view the testimonials. You'll use the Smart Credit platform and you log your credit reports. That's it. And then if you want to share the program, let me show you. Also, let me show you this. I know I said 5 minutes. I think I'm right at this 6 minute mark. So give me 60 more seconds. Also, a land banking, real estate, become your own bank. Antelope Valley, California. You have the likes of Warren Buffett. In 2028, the Olympics is coming there. Some part of California, Disney is building right now too. This program also, Texas Cash Flow, comes with the membership to participate in land banking once you meet the prerequisites of that. These are just testimonials of people credit scores that have increased, giving them a financial makeover. But let me show you, and yes, this is the discounted price. This time last year, it was $228. This is for unlimited income position and owned for a business that pays for itself. Taxes is your biggest expenses of wealth. These are people that get the daily pay. I say all the time, daily pay keeps recession away. If you're already a network marketer, this is definitely going to make you smile in a recession. Let me see, can I? In a recession, this residual income plan, $5 a day. If you get 3 people in, I'm sorry, there's 19 points. 3 people count for 3 points apiece, $5 a day, $150 monthly. 12 people is $20 a day, people $600 monthly for helping people financially with their personal finance. 36 people, $40 a day, people that's $1,200, and it's daily guaranteed. Residual. This is daily pay. This is not monthly or weekly or bi-weekly. All right. So text cash flow to the screen. Let's get your cash flow up, so you can have investing income to invest in that silver. Again, I always talk about silver. Visit my website, queenofcoinsilver.com. If you want a crypto educational course, you can text the word crypto to 331-444-5556. As we see BTC back at 21,600 today. It may end the day at 22,000. You should know which cryptocurrency are going to be a part of this wealth transfer and the great reset. And if you already have your cash flow and your credit together, 80% of people don't, but if you do, and you want to, um, protect your dollar and get intangible silver, so your dollar is not continues to be devalued before they switch to central bank's digital currency. Then visit my website, queenofcoinsilver.com. Thank you all for tuning in and let me know what part of the world that you're viewing in from. You all be safe, be ready, be recession proof. Queen out. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up.